Hello, stupid.
Hello, Saniya. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good, thank you. A little bit tired, so I'm going to try to overcompensate with like wild energy.
Wakey, wakey. Let's do this.
Exactly.
No, I'm sorry. I feel bad. You've been like working all morning.
Yeah, but it's okay. I feel like I'm catching my second wind, so I've got coffee also.
Amazing. Yeah, I have my last couple sips of coffee here today. And then yeah, let's do this. Let's get into your little exciting episode for us today.
I know this is a fun one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but before tradition oblige. Icebreaker.
Icebreaker. And it's actually my first time using my
I was
little
going to
book
say,
here.
last time you didn't use the book.
I was at home and I'd forgotten my book at home.
Oh. Okay, that's
I
fine. I
know.
forgive you.
Okay, so I opened the book and I randomly found one. And I think this is kind of suitable because I know you're doing something exciting about to do with this coming up.
Okay.
But our icebreaker today is, do you have a tattoo and when did you get it?
Oh, fun. Okay. I have two. So I guess I'll talk about my first tattoo.
Sure, whichever one. You can tell us both.
All right. Well, my first tattoo for people watching at home is on my forearm. It says "Ceci n'est pas un tattoo," which in French is French and means this is not a tattoo. And other than just being silly, it's also a reference to "Ceci n'est pas une pipe," a painting from René Magritte, a Belgium surrealist painter. So obviously I got that when I was in art school, but it's a great conversation opener usually when people see it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so exciting.
That's the first tattoo
I
I
didn't
bought.
know you had two. I thought you had more than that.
Oh, I have two more coming up. I'm booked for two more in end of January. But then my other one is my my little crown here. It's my drama queen crown. So when I'm being dramatic, I can just like put my crown up. Again, for people watching at home, there's a whole gesture that comes to it, but you know.
That's so funny.
It's also on my other forearm. What I want eventually is some patchwork sleeve of a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, those are really cute. I've seen a lot of people get those. I feel like that's cute and like also like affordable because then you don't have to commit to one big piece and pay all that at once.
Also that, very much that. And also like I would never be able to choose one big piece. The pressure on one big piece is so big.
Yeah. I don't know. I never felt any pressure behind mine.
Well, you're just effortlessly cool like that. It's better than all of us.
I feel like I feel like I try not to taking it too seriously. That's why there's those people that are like, I care so much about it and like a story behind each and every one of them.
I mean, I
like,
obviously take mine very
but to
seriously.
Me, I'm like, I can tell, yeah.
What's your first tattoo?
My first tattoo. This is how I'll tell you, don't take those seriously. So I got this when I was 16 or 17. I can't remember. My sister was getting one, and then I like threw a fit. And I had like a rough summer. I was in the hospital and missed like exams. So my parents felt bad for me. So they're like, fine, you can get one too.
Oh.
And it's a quote that goes down my like thigh. And it says, I must be a mermaid of no fear of depths, but a great fear of shallow living.
Wait, I kind of love that though.
Like it's really cute. Like I don't regret it at all. Like I thought I was a mermaid. I used to like pretend like I was a mermaid to all my friends, and I like the quote itself because it says that I'm not like I'm not scared of being deep. I'm I'm a person who gets deep. But then I just think it's really cute, and I really like the way it's positioned. It's actually one of my favorite tattoos. I think on myself. Yeah.
Cute. Where's that quote from?
Honestly, I found it on Tumblr.
Nice. Very, very apropos. Very 16
I
year
think
old
I
like
exactly right. I think I googled it, and it's like from a movie, like Disney movie,
The
I
Little
believe.
Mermaid.
No, I don't think so. I no, definitely not Little Mermaid. I just don't know which Disney movie. I don't remember what.
What's that?
I like it.
What's that weird Disney mermaid show? Uh, Zoe H2O or something like that.
Oh no, Aquamarine, I
Aquamarine,
think.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Aquamarine is another movie, but I know which one you're talking about. Something H2O,
Something
right?
H2O. It looks so
Oh,
silly.
good old
Oh
Disney.
no, Chloe! Oh no! I just remember that meme.
That's so funny.
um, you have too many to go through all of them. We'll go through them in another episode.
Yeah.
That's so mean of
Yeah.
me. I'm just like I'm sick of talking about your tattoos.
Feel like I'm over this topic.
Okay,
Let's
what's
move
your
on.
latest one? What's your latest one though?
The fuck up.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. I'm into it again. I'm back in.
So, my husband last year, I think before we got married, he was getting a tattoo done, and then he asked a tattoo artist to give him like an S for my name on his ring finger.
Mhm.
I was like, so cute, surprise me with it. I'm gonna do the same. And I can't keep the tattoo on my body. It keeps sweating off. It's like a temporary tattoo. I don't know what's happening. The first time we tried it, the tattoo artist also picked an odd position. Well, I was also like, I don't care, and then he picked one on that's like on like a knuckle,
Oh.
so it bent too often, and then it just didn't stay. There's literally a line and a dot in place for what the first one was. And I went to another tattoo artist, and she's tattooed me before, and she's really good, and I think it's well, she said it too, like, finger tattoos don't stay on that long because they don't heal properly, almost.
Uh,
And I got it in the middle of summer. I'm a very clammy person, especially my hands.
mm,
Yeah, it's sad. I literally have like an A with a heart. And I also pick like the cute little like ace of hearts A,
yeah.
and it's just not staying.
That's yeah. It's well, at least it doesn't look bad because it's basically not there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like you can kind of see it. And I feel like it's a funny story when I
It is
like
a funny story.
because I had someone recently go ask me if I have a tattoo after my husband. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I do."
I guess kind of. Are you thinking
Yeah.
of trying again to fix it, or are you just giving up on it?
I literally said that to him the other day. I was like, "I'm gonna try one more time. Like maybe third time's the charm. It's winter time. Like maybe I won't sweat as
Yeah.
much." And he was like, "Really?" He was kind of like, "Just do it somewhere else." So I was like, "Okay,
I mean,
fine."
consult a tattoo artist, but I use sometimes for work Mitchum, which is like a anti-sudorific, antiperspirant. Sorry, but
Okay.
that's really really strong. Like when I use it, my armpits are completely dry for like the next like 48 hours. And if it gets on my hand, it's really annoying and hard to wash off. And it feels like very, like when your hands are so dry from soap that it feels like sticky kind of thing. It's kind of that
Yeah.
feeling, right? So consult a tattoo consult a tattoo artist to see if it would be dangerous to put that before. But like I swear to God, try that and you're not gonna sweat for a little while.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like during the winter time, my hands are fine. It's just in the summertime, my hands get clammy. And I think I got it like, yeah, middle. The second one I got like right before the wedding
Yeah.
too. So we were in Mexico. And I remember seeing the way it was drying in Mexico, and I was like, oh God.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right.
Yeah,
Fine. Well then, we'll dive
that
into
took
the
a
other
turn.
one next time. Before we move on though, how's the running going?
I was so sick this week. I think I had like a stomach bug.
Off to a good start. 5K, right?
How How's your time management going?
Fair, very fair. All right, moving on. If
I,
you missed last week's episode, everyone, that was our New Year's resolution. So, um,
yeah.
okay, perfect. Well, I have a wonderful subject for you today.
That's it. That was a New Year's resolution. Okay, now let's move on.
I am a bit frazzled today, so that's going to be an interesting one. But it's okay because this subject is unhinged also. We are going to talk about glitter.
Yay! And then now we have to like both just throw glitter in the air.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, what do you other than what I like kind of told you just a little bit when I was excited about doing this episode, have you heard about any of the weird glitter conspiracies going on? Or
No,
like
not
glitter
at all.
shortage?
No.
Okay. Okay. Great.
I'm really excited about this.
So, okay, well, before we, there's like, kind of turns out that there's like a really weird, dark secret to glitter. But before we dive into it, glitter itself is kind of like very new. It's hasn't been around along for that long, only since like the 1960s, late 1960s. And we're kind of into golden age of glitter right now. Like glitter is
Ooh.
in the zeitgeist everywhere. In the past decade, glitter is on the rise. There's especially with like edible glitter and like shimmers, like every like recipes have like shimmers and drinks and stuff like that right now and stuff like that. But like just think about, like glitter bombs, glitter card pranks, glitter nails, glitter beards that were a big trend a few years ago. Um, yeah, and like edible glitter and stuff like that. Like glitter is really, really popular and on the rise.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, do you like glitter, by the way?
I don't think I'm a huge glitter person, no, but I remember once I went to a festival and I bought like glitter to before going, and then I like put some like highlight glitter on my face, and then we put some in my hair. And then a week later, I'm like back at work, and my coworkers like still finding glitter in my hair.
It's
Uh,
impossible to get rid of. It's everywhere all the time.
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I did
So
get
it's
glitter
like a
beard
running joke between me
once.
and him. Did you?
What a mess. What a mess. It was
Um,
everywhere.
yeah.
Um,
But I wouldn't say I'm a huge glitter person.
no. Justin buys the sunscreen with glitter in it also. Like just a little bit, like subtle
Ooh,
glitter in it.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's fun. I like
Yeah, I don't mind that one. It's better than the white screen ones, which like literally like don't dissolve in your skin.
true. There's nothing worse than sunscreen. I hate sunscreen with a strong passion. It's so uncomfortable for me. As a sweaty person, especially, like, ugh. Anyways.
I know, you're just sweating off sunscreen at first.
Yeah. But other than for fun glitter products for people who, unlike Sanya, don't hate life, uh, glitter has also been in the zeitgeist since 2018 because of this weird mystery that popped up. So, in 2018, this journalist for the Times, Katie Weaver, published an article called "What is Glitter? A Strange Journey to the Glitter Factory." And she basically wanted to just at first really get to the bottom of what glitter even is, right? And how it's made. Because it's kind of hard to find that information in great details. So in her article, she goes first into talking about why, like, just fun glitter facts. And one that I found interesting was the reason humans are attracted to glitter so much. Do you know?
No, I don't think,
Apparently,
but
it's
no.
like because of our monkey brains, it's like it shimmers like water, and because we're programmed to search for sources of water, so it's like it makes us happy, like, oh, we found water kind of thing.
That's interesting. That's so
You
funny.
don't buy it? Your face has a lot of doubt in it.
I'm like as kids, yeah, that's why we like glitter. But I think as adults, we like glitter because it's like Well, like there's a type of people that likes glitter, you know? It's
I would
like
argue most people like glitter. Some people are just too prideful to admit that they like glitter, but glitter's
like okay,
fun.
like I like glitter,
Of course you do.
but I like glitter. But if I saw a top that was just black or black with glitter, I'd probably go for just black.
Oh yeah, no, like it's super tacky. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it can easily turn anything into something super tacky. It's still
Yeah.
super fun though, right?
Yeah.
You know
Like
what I
I
mean?
like it
It's
in my
like
bath bombs. Yeah.
right, exactly. In a drink, it's fun, or like like if I'm doing arts and craft, I want glitter. It's not going to look good, but it's going to be fun. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
When's the last time you did arts and craft? I should do arts and craft soon. Just like a random little,
Yeah. Can't remember the last time I
right?
did arts and craft.
I don't know. I have glitter on the
I
mind.
have a paint by numbers, and that's what I think of like when I want to do art by
I never
craft.
tried
But
that. Is that fun?
oh my god, my husband picked like the worst picture of us. So there's literally like the tiniest little minute things that we have to paint.
Oh, is it a custom one of you
So
two?
yeah, it's a custom one.
Oh,
Yeah,
cute.
yeah. But he picked like a frontal selfie on the beach of both of us.
So basically, you guys haven't finished it and probably never will.
Probably, yeah.
Fun. You should just replace the colors with some random like you buy some random glitter and you assign some numbers to them and just go with that.
Yeah, that'd be so funny.
Also, glitter was invented by a New Jersey cattle rancher in like the mid 1930s. So he was doing some machining work and he like was doing a machine to grind up trash basically. And he found that like some kind of trash like grinds up into particles that are really sparkly and fun. But we don't know much more beyond that because the guy was really, really secretive and kind of like protected his trade secrets very, very closely. And that's kind of a trend that stayed in the glitter industry. Like it's a very surprisingly secretive industry.
Like we don't really know how glitter is made.
Well, kind of. So I'll get into it a little bit. So Weaver wanted to go visit some factories, and most of the glitter in North America comes from two places. Both of them are in New Jersey. One of them is rumored to be the farm where the guy invented glitter, and the other one is this company called GlitterX. So when she tried to go to the first one, they flat out denied, and they said, "We are a very private company." And then when she wanted to visit the second one, at first they denied also, but then eventually they agreed that she could come visit to do her reporting on what is glitter. However, to protect himself from industrial spying, apparently, she had to agree that she will not be able to see how glitter was being made. She will not be able to hear how glitter was being made. And she will not even be in the same wing of the building of where glitter is being made.
So what is she really even seeing? How it's packaged?
Basically. And
that's so interesting.
But like me, so like the specification of like you're not able to hear how it's being made. I was like, wait, what?
Okay, I'm just thinking like off the bat here, like a cattle farmer discovered glitter. I think it has something to do with like animals.
You're wild. I mean, I don't think so, but could you imagine? It's some weird like
byproduct. Yeah. They have like a sack in their mouth that you cut open and glitter pours out, and that's how they use it. That's why
we do know what it's made of. We do know it's like plastic.
Okay.
So I'll go into how it's made, kind of. Like the secrets is more around the machinery of that's making it and the specific chemical techniques that are used, but the components we know. Um, so then she agreed of that. They would also not reveal any of their clients, which include some of the largest multinational corporations in the world. They told her that ahead of time. Although after the article, Revlon shared that they were a client of GlitterX. Revlon, like the cosmetics.
Okay.
Then Weaver had to agree also not to describe even vaguely the products that she saw displayed at the factory. Yeah, and so she went to visit. Right. So at first they showed her around where it was packaged. Basically, you spot on, you were onto it. They told her like their biggest seller is silver glitter. And then they took her to a boardroom to explain a little bit how glitter was made, right? So basically,
but silver glitter is also my favorite.
Silver glitter is pretty cool, but keep that in mind that their biggest seller is silver glitter. Their biggest seller is silver glitter. Yeah, there you go. So on how glitter made quickly, what she described in the article is that, well, it's made from plastic, from like kind of a mylar film, so like a plastic sheet, and then they add metals like aluminum to it. So like think of potato chip bag,
yeah,
right, and then that is cut up into tiny pieces, and that's basically glitter. The thinner the glitter, the more complex it is to produce. And then the simplest glitter, like craft glitter, what you would buy at the craft store, is the simplest one to produce. The finest glitter is cosmetic glitter that they called. So it's going to be used like for lip products and stuff.
Okay.
It takes about 1,000 years to completely biodegrade on Earth, glitter.
Wow.
And like, think about how we just said, like, it's everywhere. It's impossible to get rid of. Think about, you do know that YouTuber that does like glitter bombs to like surprise people who steal his Amazon package?
Oh yeah. I think I've seen those videos.
Just like glitter's just like everywhere in the world around us now. It just doesn't the guys upgrade. The thing that's very complex about how it's made and what they're being very secretive about is basically the process of coating it with metal, because they were saying we evaporate aluminum onto it. I'm like, wait, what do you mean you evaporate aluminum?
Yeah, that's so interesting.
So like aluminum is just like deposited onto it into like a vapor form, and then it's also like many, like for example, like iridescent glitter, like the one that changed color a lot. It's like many layers, thin layers of thin sheets of paper that are like have indentations at different angles, so it catches the light at different angle on different layers and stuff like that. So apparently that's
so intense,
incredibly complex to produce, right?
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah. Glitters in everything, like you have glitter in credit card designs. You have glitter in sports helmet, like NFL helmets. Car paint. Jesus.
What's car paint?
Yeah. And then I thought this was crazy. Some zoos will add sometimes glitter to animal feed so that they can track the poop of certain animal to see if like they're sick or if they're pooping right or whatever.
Interesting.
Right? Wasn't there this product also where you could like eat glitter to make your own poop glittery?
I remember my husband bringing that up to you, Avril.
Yeah.
He said something about that. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I think there was something like that at some point also.
That's so weird. Why would you?
Right? So GlitterX also told Weaver that confidentiality is a major requirement of their clients, which in itself is weird. Like, why I mean, I guess every industry has trade secrets, but why being so secretive around glitter when you're buying glitter?
Or in glitter, yeah. Like at the end of the day, if there's someone copies you, it's just glitter.
It's just glitter.
But no, I guess you don't want to lose your clients. But it's like it's glitter. It's not like a nuclear weapon or anything, that you don't want it getting in the wrong hands.
Well, the interesting part, this is what sent the internet on a wild goose chase, because in her interview, she then asked if they could tell her which industry served as the biggest market for GlitterX. And then the person she was asking said, like, no, I absolutely cannot tell you. It's like, oh, but do you know which industry it is? It's like, oh, God, yes. And you would never guess it. Let's just leave it at that. And then she asked, well, why can't you tell? And they answered, because they don't want anybody to know it's glitter. And then she asked, if I look at it, would I know it's glitter? No, not really. Would I be able to see the glitter? Oh, you'd be able to see something, but I can't.
What?
And
what could it be?
That became just that's just so suspicious answers.
I'm imagining the employees at this glitter facility going home every night with this dark secret,
right? Yeah, so it's very, very protected and secretive. And she was escorted the whole time during her visit.
I'm so curious.
So then, all right, she publishes this article. Reddit picks it up right away, and it goes on this subreddit Unresolved Mysteries, and people are just dying to figure it out.
So am I.
Do you have any
what are
theories?
Possible? Yeah. I have no clue. I don't know. I'm thinking food.
Food?
Yeah.
That's definitely a theory.
The food industry.
Yeah. The thing is,
I have no other guesses.
They don't want anybody to know it's glitter, I think, is probably the biggest clue. Right? So, I mean, spoilers, by the way. I might have the answer. It might be solved, but and I was surprised to find this out because I've heard about this so many times recently, but I've never heard that it was solved. It might be solved, but it's debated and people don't seem to agree. Weapons. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah. Okay. These are first of all, these are some of the things that people pointed out that glitter was used for that we know of, that I never suspected. Toothpaste. There's glitter in toothpaste. Crest has confirmed that we use glitter.
Now I'm thinking about it. I'm it's literally right there on the box.
So basically, the thing about glitter is that everything that shines and kind of looks like glitter is most likely glitter.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else that produced that effect, basically. Some edible glitter are more some sugar candy stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of edible glitter, you kind of have to be careful because it's not actually edible glitter. It's just non-toxic glitter.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So another one that's used for is money bills. For the little holograms and stuff like that on money.
Oh.
In shampoo. Yeah.
Crazy. Not all shampoo though.
Well, no, not all. Some.
Yeah, most.
Probably not your fancy one.
I know. Probably your shampoo.
What shampoo?
He's just like bathing in glitter for your beautiful luscious hair.
That's why I lost my hair.
I imagine.
So this one I thought was interesting. Construction materials. So apparently plywood puts like a sheet of glitter in between the wood to mark them as like originals, and so that you can tell that it's not a knockoff. Apparently.
Oh,
Right?
interesting. Okay.
Probably some jewelry to like imitate metal. Some cheap jewelry. Sunscreen we talked about. And then this are some of the theories of who could be the secret biggest buyer of Glitter X. One of my favorite, which I don't even know like how that would make sense, but I just love the idea, is the military. That they would use it for stealth coding technology. For like the stealth drones and stuff. Which like
right?
I don't even know who came up with that idea and how to justify it. But the idea of the military coding the airplanes in glitter is just so fun to me.
That would be like, oh, what is that? Oh, can't be the military. It's a glitter plane.
There's theories that the funeral industry might buy a lot of glitter for like for their makeup, to make like more live looking makeup and stuff.
Interesting. Okay.
This one, in commercial explosives. So like basically any explosives that you and I would be able to buy, that they would add glitter so that the law enforcement would be able to trace where it's manufactured and where it's bought from afterwards in the aftermath.
Yeah.
The cookware industry for like nonstick pans.
Okay. Yeah.
And like I could see how it could be glitter, but they would not want people to know that it's glitter. Because like you're cooking food on it and it's like plastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Like glitter is basically like a microplastic, right?
Yeah. It's exactly that. Yeah.
So it's in everything and we consume it.
Yeah. Which what I thought was interesting is that it's so small and there's very little research on microplastic, that like it's obviously very concerning that it's everywhere and as it's in our system and it's in our blood. But
it's in our oceans, it's in the fish we eat.
It's the fish you eat, and so, exactly. But they don't really know the repercussions of it, like on our health, for example.
I think that research is getting up there. Like I've been hearing so much about microplastics lately. Avril made me throw out our cutting board because we had like a plastic one.
Oh yeah.
And if you use if you use a regular knife or a serrated knife and it just cuts microplastics and then we're consuming it, it's really bad for your health. So we threw that out and now we have
it would be right. But we're kind of doomed already.
I know. I'm like, I don't think this cutting board is gonna really
the glitter that's everywhere. I mean, when I was like, it takes 1,000 years to. It hasn't even been 1,000 years since it's invented. So every glitter that ever existed is still on the planet.
You know what I'm thinking?
What?
It could be like the water industry.
Ooh.
And they put some sort of glitter in your water because to like know if it's like clean or not kind of thing, right?
I think that would be noticeable.
And we're just...
But one that I liked in the food industry was to make your food look shiny, like frozen meals and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? And then
so crazy.
In my mind, I was imagining those like prune sauce and like dipping sauces that are like super freaking shiny.
Yeah. Soy sauce, I feel like, has to have glitter in it.
You're just gonna start
something in it.
You're just gonna start being paranoid about glitter everywhere.
Yeah. There's glitter in my coffee.
Yeah. So I like for your 30th, I'm buying you glitter Crocs.
No.
Then one of my favorite, because it's so wild and outlandish, is that beach sand for resorts, they would add glitter to it.
Oh my god.
And like,
Yeah,
it's
sometimes like, the sand looks so fake.
right. And like, that's such a wild theory, but also I would zero be surprised.
Yeah.
But crazy if they do. Oh my god, that's so bad.
Yeah, I'm so curious. Oh wait, no, no.
Well, all right.
These were
So
all examples.
those are all the major theories that are being debated on Reddit since 2018. Okay.
Okay.
This is one of the biggest like thread on unresolved mysteries. Like, well, that's not true. I don't know that, but it's a really big. It really took like the internet in a chokehold. So I was surprised to hear that there's a podcast in end of 2019 who claimed to have solved the mystery. The podcast is called Endless Thread, and they did an episode in November 2019 called The Great Glitter Mystery. And I listened to it, and they really did their due diligence. They, first of all, amazing podcast. I recommend you listen to it because it was a great episode. I think I'm going to listen to more of their episodes because they're fun, they're funny, and they're very well organized. They basically launched a full investigation. So first they went to the factory and got turned away immediately. And then by digging, they found an old Reddit Ask Me Anything from a former glitter manufacturer. That was that post was before the article from the Times, and they got in touch with him, right? And this guy was convinced that the mystery buyer had to be car paint manufacturer, because he was saying that like when he was in the industry, they were big buyers.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy, he's no longer in the industry, but his father had bought a few glitter machine from a factory that was discarding them in Germany. And I thought this was interesting. When he found the glitter machine, he quickly discovered that he could sell them for a really, really high price. And the buyers, what they would do is that they would pull the machines apart to figure out how they're made and rebuild them and sell more. Because apparently the technology is that complex and that secretive that people have to buy a machine to be able to figure out how to make the machines.
That's insane.
Isn't it? Like such a weird like world.
Yeah.
So he was convinced that it would be car paint. So what they did is they called car paint manufacturers to inquire if that would be a possibility. And basically they said like, yeah, we do buy some glitter, but a lot of it we produce like ourselves. And they called one of the biggest one in the States. And also like it's such negligible amounts that it wouldn't justify it being the biggest buyer for Glitter X.
Okay.
They contacted basically the brother of the first guy, who still works in that glitter manufactory in Germany, and he also said that like it's probably not car paint. It's too small of an amount. So then they went through all of the Reddit theories and did a really good job at debunking most of them. But I won't go too much in detail. Well, they didn't go in great details. They did go into some details, but not in great details into this. And I won't go into further details into the debunking either. But finally, they got lucky, and one of their contacts that is a customer of GlitterX, for like a small customer at GlitterX, basically went and asked their sales rep at GlitterX casually, like, hey, like, who's your biggest buyer? And the sales rep just told them flat out. And apparently it's boat paint coating for like cruise ships.
Oh.
and any bone,
Oh, I
whatever.
can see that.
Like
Yeah.
that would be an enormous amount of glitter.
Especially to quote one cruise ship would take so
And
much
to maintain them
if
and
you have
recoat them.
multiple.
Yeah. Right.
hmm
So,
Oh, that's interesting.
but it's such a boring answer.
Poor guy, like first on his job, so someone told him but forgot to tell him, hey, just so you know, like we don't give the secret out. It's our biggest kept secret. Someone goes, hey, like what's your biggest manufacturer? Oh, cruise ships.
Okay, well, that's what I find is interesting. How likely do you think that is? That
I believe it.
well, it is a very believable answer. But that someone would just spill the beans like that on something that they are very aware that is taking the internet by chokehold. Because
Boom.
at first, when the article came out in 2019, and then these guys went back in 2018. When they went back, they met at GlitterX with the son of the owner, who was present for the first interview, and he flat out told them that he's fully aware of the big conspiracy and he just can't comment on it. And so they're super aware that that's going on. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been reading the Reddit threads as well and stuff like that." So it would
True.
be
And
like
like I guess like
very, very clumsy for a sales rep to just spill the beans like that.
but it's I feel like yeah, you know what? Now that the more you're saying I'm like because the first lady that commented on it saying like you won't believe it and stuff like that. She hyped it so much where like the boat's very believable.
Yeah, and they don't want you to know it's glitter. Why not?
Yeah,
Right?
why not?
But then people are also like, well, this lady was just talking like that to an interview. Like we can't take what she was saying for cash either, right? She's probably under a very strict NDA and was trying to figure out how to navigate even talking about it when she can't talk about it. Um, like the answer does make a lot of sense, but yeah, so people are still having a hard time digesting it. They're like, is it really that, or is this misdirection? You know, if there's a really secretive buyer who's very serious about not wanting people to know, and who caught wind of this whole investigative this internet sleuthing and people trying to get to the bottom of it, well, maybe he could be like, hey, GlitterX, you guys need to handle this.
Okay. I think it's just that. I think it's just yeah, it's cruise ships. I think maybe why they don't want us to know it's because there's more microplastics going in the ocean
That's possible too.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's bad for the environment maybe. And then I think yeah, like it's that, but like cruise ships probably don't want to own up for it.
Oh, the
And
other thing,
it's supposed to be kept hush hush. And this lady, yeah, she didn't know how to talk about it. She's like really nervous about it letting it slip. So she just started saying random things. And now maybe the company's just playing it up. They're like, oh, there's so much hype around glitter
yeah,
now. And like people probably think it's an alien buying it from us. Let them think whatever they want.
it is great press for them.
In
That's
the
true. Um, that's true. And I was listening to Holotaco, the nail polish brand. They have a podcast also. That's also really good. And they were talking about it, and she's like also not buying into it. She's like, trade secrets, there's so many reasons why people want them to be secret. It's just like they don't want people to know that it's made of glitter because they don't want people to copy their paint. I was like, well, it's as simple as that. And they just don't want to know because, you know, the same reason KFC don't want you to know what's in their secret sauce or whatever, you know? It's
yeah.
not because
Yeah,
it's
I
made of
think so too.
human tears or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's hype around this because this just hype has started and now people wonder, especially I think the way the lady said it, but I think it might just be plain paint
Yeah.
for cruise ships
Yeah.
and boats.
So that's also the part that I found like the most fascinating. And like even I'm so caught up in it, is like how everyone got really fascinated by this. And how even when you have the answer, you're just like, oh, I don't know. There's doubt, you know? it's so hard to accept. First of all, because it's such a boring answer for such a fun question.
I know.
Um, but also like, I don't know. It's such a fun mystery.
I think I'm more curious about like how is it even made and why is that kept a secret? You know?
Oh, that's also just probably because they have basically monopole over the industry, so they don't want people to reproduce it. Like I think
Yeah.
now China is becoming to be a major competitor to them, but before that they had basically monopole over the industry,
Mhm.
right? Um, but yeah, and also got me thinking a lot about like just internet sleuthing, yeah, in general, and how like people get really, really invested and like solve the craziest mystery.
Yeah.
Did you watch that documentary Don't Fuck with Cats?
Oh my god, yeah. Insane.
Yeah,
Insane. You know, and it kind of goes back to like our last episode where we're talking about the lamp theory and like I think people can easily get so wrapped up in it.
you're right.
And there's those people that are like it's fucking glitter, get over it, or like it's fake, get over it.
Yeah. So Don't Fuck with Cats was the documentary on the internet sleuths that basically solved the crimes that were committed by Luca Magnotta, right? And how they just went down on every footage that he would release to like try to track him down. And it's all like,
Mhm.
yeah, Reddit is like just really good at solving mysteries, and people get very, very, very invested.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, Reddit's its own beast. I feel like I never really got into it until like last year. Like before then, I never really understood Reddit.
no, I know it took me a while to get into it also. And I still don't really know. I still like access it mostly through Google, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. I still don't. I didn't download the app still.
I have the app. I don't really understand how to like navigate the subreddits and all these things. But yeah,
I think my number one thing on Reddit is when I watched a movie and I was like, "Oh my god, so good." But what did Reddit think about it? You
yeah,
know? And then they tell you like the underlying storylines, and you're like, "Well, I need to rewatch this."
yeah, yeah. For song lyrics, it's really fun also to like what does these lyrics mean?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that's the glitter mystery that is still very much alive, but probably saw. I don't know. I I I can't shake the doubt.
I know. If you
But I
guys
think
know
the only reason.
anything,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say if anyone knows how glitter is made, please let us know because now that's gonna keep me up at night.
um, I can't decide if I can't shake the doubt because I don't buy the boat paint coating theory, or just because I'm disappointed by it. You know what I mean? It's like I think I just
Yeah.
don't want to accept it because it's boring. And I'd much rather imagine that the military is painting their crafts with glitter. Which they probably are. If it's on boat paint, why not in aircraft paint? But not in a
Yeah.
stealthy way, just in a regular way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just paint. Like I think it's paint, not even like just cruise ship paint. I think it's just paint that like probably uses the most glitter.
Yeah. But
Like look at
who
your walls.
doesn't
Do you
want
see
you to
glitter?
know? They don't want you to know it's glitter. That's the part that got me.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
also,
Any
and also, silver is the biggest seller.
yeah, but you would put silver glitter in it. Like silver glitter and white. Like I would just imagine like little things of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
okay, like imagine on a hot day, you're sitting on the beach and you can see like you see a cruise ship out in the distance and you can literally see the little sparkles of
Yeah.
glitter because the sun is hitting it.
And the sand sparkles in a way that seems almost surreal, making you think you're in paradise because they've put glitter in the sand.
And then the glitter floating in the oceans because our oceans are polluted with microplastics.
There you go.
Glitter is all around you. Rethink your next vacation.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I just don't want to accept it, but I went into this thinking it was unsolved, and then realized it was, and still thought it was interesting to share. I'm sorry if I disappointed a lot of you with the answers. I know I'm disappointed too.
I'm not. I'm energized of this glitter mission. Tune in next week when I'm covering my body in glitter.
Yeah. For we're gonna have a special live of Saniya covering her body in glitter. That sounded very sexual all of a sudden. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's only for my OnlyFans.
I'm not trying to pity it. I mean, if that's what we have to get to do to get more listeners, we're not above it.
Yeah. To make this episode more enticing, is cruise ships, no OnlyFans.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what I had for you this week.
I really liked it. You know what? I was very curious about where we're going with glitter, and I didn't see this one coming.
Yeah. It was fun. I have a few more like this in my back pocket that I want to do in the future.
I'm excited. They're so different.
Yeah. Great. Perfect. Well,
we hope you all liked it as well. Don't forget to follow, leave a review wherever you're listening, and share this with a friend.
Correct. Thank you, everyone. Have a great week. See you next week.
Tell Me Like I'm Stupid is created and produced by us, Saniya and Thomas. You can follow us on Instagram at Tell Me Like I'm Stupid.
If you'd like to support us, please subscribe and review on your favorite podcast streaming platform. Our cover art was created by Ish. Find him on Instagram at h.e.e.s.h.
Thank you for listening.